Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your body.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, I'm going to tell you about the hectic week and how God keeps blessing me.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. No matter what you're going through, let's chat. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Girl, you know I'm here for you. Let's chat.
Hey, honey. Hey. Welcome back. Welcome back to Miss Leda. I am here with yet another video. I hope you guys are ready and that you definitely enjoy this video. Thank you to all the new people who have taken the time to subscribe to this channel. Please share this video with your friends and your family and anyone else. We're trying to reach 10K, okay? Hopefully we can do it before the end of the year, but if not, you know, we're going to start the new year off with a bang regardless. But let's pray that we can get 10K before the end of the year, all right? So today's video will be about the Muckers. I have been hearing about this video from a number of content creators. And so I was asked, would I be giving my reaction to it? And I was thinking in my head, sure, why not? Let me go on and do that for y'all. So on to the video. All right, y'all. So let me give you a quick rundown of what their video was talking about. It's just going to be a quick recap. So in the video, the Muckers talked about how the month of September was Toya's birthday, and they basically took a month off. They took a month off to enjoy one another, to bask in one another's love, and just enjoy their family and intertwine with one another. And now, at this point, Toya also has spoken about how she walked away from her job because she had endured a great deal of complaints from strangers and individuals who did not know her personally, but because someone else requested for them to contact her job and to put in false documents, they did exactly what that person asked. And then she felt at one point that, you know, maybe someone was following her because they knew the exact day that she actually went into work. Or could it have possibly been the fact that someone who knew her schedule previously had relinquished this information? She does bring up questions of those sorts to make you wonder, am I being followed, or is my past catching up with me yet again? People who I've intermingled with in my past yet again putting out my personal business. So that was very interesting to hear. But after being off for a month, Toya did realize that being a housewife and a stay-at-home mom just wasn't for her. She's used to earning her own coin. She's used to being a nurturing person. And she is used to just interacting with folks. And now at this point, after trying to be a stay-at-home mom and a stay-at-home housewife, it just wasn't for her. But it did give her a chance and an opportunity to go ahead and to make up some classwork to the point where she is now further ahead in her education, and her time frame to graduate is now earlier than it was before. So let's get into my thoughts and my opinions in regards to this video. All right, so let me give you guys my thoughts and opinion. I am happy that the Muckers got a chance and opportunity to take some time out to intermingle with one another and to take a break from YouTube, as well as the day-to-day lifestyle hustle and bustle of going to work. So you know, everybody needs a break at some point in time. We get tired of having to get up every single morning and go to work And it's always good to have options in regards to things that we can do. Never just be stuck in a rut where you only have one option and you can only do one thing. If you feel the need to make a change at any point in time in life, be able to make those changes and have something else to fall back on. So I do think that that is something that is very commendable, that they were able to take a month off and just relax and enjoy one another. I encourage anyone who needs a break, take the time off, do whatever you got to do to get your mental right, and then come back brand new and fresher than ever. Okay, that's all I can say. Now, in regards to people contacting her job and trying to get her fired, I definitely do not agree with that at all. Now, I did experience some of the same things that Toya experienced, where I had people contacting federal agencies and placing in complaints saying that I was impersonating an officer. So I do know how that feels, because here it is, you know that you're doing absolutely nothing wrong, and because of someone's dislike and hatred for you as an individual, they take it to a totally another level, a level that you have never experienced in your life, and this type of hate you just really just don't know about. So anyhow, I will say my prayers go out to her in regards to having her name tarnished. I definitely know how it feels to have your name tarnished. Some of the same individuals actually had did the same exact thing to me, but again, thank God I was able to prevail through the situation. And even with the complaints that they placed in, I have yet to receive a phone call or even been contacted by any federal agency, because the statements that they made were simply untrue. And people who know me, they know that I was in fact a federal agent and I have nothing to prove. So anywho, like I say, my heart does definitely go out to Toya for having her name tarnished. Now, what I will say is various people want to see Toya and Mucker broken up. But let's be realistic. The way that they are going about it, by trying to get this young lady fired, all you're doing is making her be more dependent upon a man. So if they were to break up during this time frame that these people thought that they got her fired, then she would have still had to stay in that household with Mucker. And at some point in time, you know what? They would have learned how to mend their own fences and to get things back on track. And who would be the grateful person for that? Who would they be giving thanks to for them getting their relationship back on track? The people that got her fired. Let's be realistic, y'all. If you trying to get them broke up, the girl needs a job to be able to be a mother to her kids. What is she supposed to struggle and be kicked out of her home because of y'all's hatred? At the end of the day, she still got 2 babies that she got to raise no matter what. And now with her being engaged, she has 3 more additional kids that she has to be responsible for. So you're taking money out of these children's mouths because of your hatred and animosity for her. You're hurting the children. I just don't get that, and see how, you can sleep well at night knowing that you're hurting kids and taking money that is much needed out of their pockets, out of their mouths. But if you feel okay with it, kudos to you. But that's not something that I could ever feel okay with. I just couldn't. I would never try to take someone's job away from them, their livelihood away from them, just because I want to see them broken up from the relationship that they are in. That to me is just, like I say, it's on a whole nother level. This is something new that I have never experienced in my life. But this is the world of YouTube, and so you never know what'll actually happen or what'll transpire or what links people will go to aid and abet others in their tomfoolery. That's all I can say. Now, Toya, I will say this. I've spoken to Toya on a couple of occasions, and a lot of people have said that they did not like how Toya and Mucker chose to come out with their relationship. It had already been speculations in regards to their relationship, and it was put out there before they were given the chance or the opportunity to put it out there. And so, you know, they knew who was behind putting their relationship out there, but they weren't given the chance or the opportunity to put it out there until later on. And they waited to do it how they felt was necessary to do it. And because the person who had put their relationship out through the voices of others, they took it upon themselves to make sure that they let the person know on their birthday that yes, we are together. And not only are we together, but we're engaged. Now, did I agree with how it went down? I'll say this. I didn't agree to a certain extent. I didn't agree because the young lady was pregnant at the time, and that could have very well sent her over the edge to the point where she could have either one, lost the baby, or harmed herself in some way because of the hurt. Now, if she wasn't pregnant, I I'm telling you, now this is just me. Y'all can agree, y'all can disagree. I would be over there like, bitch, just salvage, okay? Because here it is, you thinking you telling something pertaining to my relationship when you really just don't have a clue. And so since you want to be the first to have people to tell my business, let me give you all of my business and give it to you on your birthday. Wrap it up nicely, neatly in a little bow. I do think it was salvage, you want to run and tell stuff to other people, let me tell my own story. But let me go in depth, in detail with how my story is. Do I think it's moving a little quick? I do. But time, love has no limits. It has no time frame. And I'm not in their relationship. So however quickly they want to get married, however quickly they decided to get engaged, that's on them. I wish them nothing but the best, but I also hope that they take their time to get to know one another, to learn one another, to pray with one another, and to build a foundation that's based upon God. Don't move too quickly because you never know what may transpire, and I always have a backup plan. And so in regards to Toya and her job and her wanting to go back to work, I agree with her. As a woman who has always worked her whole entire life from the age of 14 to now, you know, once you get used to having your own money and providing for yourself, it's something that you always want to do because you never know what may happen or what may transpire in a relationship. And don't get me wrong, I'm not wishing any ill upon their relationship whatsoever. Okay, let's be clear. But again, when it comes to being an independent woman and you've always been that way, you just never know what may happen. And so you need to have a safety net, a safety cushion for the unknown, if you will, okay? It could be simply your car breaking down. It could be simply your child had to go to the hospital and you needed to have additional money. You always want to prepare for the unknown. And as a mother working and not working, you definitely want to make sure that you have enough saved. And really and truthfully, with the way things are changing and the amount of money that you having to spend, baby, you never know when you're going to have enough. So it's always good to be able to put funds to the side just in case. So I do commend her on that. And for those who try to break them up, think about it. All you're doing is giving them a chance and an opportunity to lean on each other a little bit further. And what it does is it makes their relationship even stronger. Because had she have truly lost her job, then that would make her codependent upon that man. And that would show her something different in regards to that man. Would that man be willing to stand behind her if she lost her job? And he said yes, he would. He'll stand behind her if she lost a job, if she decided to quit a job, or whatever she wanted to do. He was going to stand behind her. But as a woman and a mother who has been independent for their whole entire life, she wanted to make sure that she could bring something to the table as well, and then put something to the side in case of a rainy day. So think about the things that you do and what it has to do with the longevity of a person's relationship, or in regards to the longevity of the impact that you think it's going to have. Remember, karma is a bitch, and sometimes it can come back and bite you in your own ass. The very thing that you meant for someone's bad, God can turn it around and make it for their good, which is exactly what transpired with this young lady. You know, she walked away from that job because she kept getting called into the office about the various complaints, and God opened a whole nother door for her within the same field, making more money than what she was making. So, you know, like she did, she gave everyone a hand clap who tried to add insult to injury and tried to get her job taken away, because they allowed her to have a bigger blessing. And then not only that, they allowed her and Mucker's relationship to be a little bit more in depth, because here it is, they had to take time to learn one another, and they did it within a month. Away from YouTube, away from jobs, they took time for one another to learn and to commingle and everything else. Now, they did some partying in the midst, but at the same point in time, it lets you know that that man wouldn't walk away from her if she lost her job tomorrow. So, some men would. Some men would be on the run, like, nah, I'm not finna sit here and take care of no woman. Some would be okay, just like he was. But think about the things that you do, because it could come back to bite you in your ass later. But that is my thoughts and opinion in regards to where the Muckers have been. Happy belated birthday again, Toya. I did do a community post for her. You know, I definitely know that she will not comment on anything in my on my channel, because she was attacked previously. And I understand that, and I respect that. You know, unfortunately, she came to pray with us, and she had asked us to pray for her because she was ill. And someone took the time in the middle of, well, actually before we even got a chance to start the prayer, to attack her, which is downright wrong and just tacky. We all need prayer, and we all have different walks of life. Not all of us are on the same path, and not all of us have the same journey. And for someone to take time to attack her during a prayer, that, like I say, that's just downright tacky. Because we all need help. We all need help. I need help. You know, like I say, I'm not perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. But at least she was taking the methods to get her life together, and someone took that away from her to be able to even comment and voice her opinion or ask for prayer or anything, because they wanted to be ignorant. So if you want to be ignorant, please keep that on other people's page, or whoever's pages you go to, and they find it acceptable. But please don't bring it over here. Like my auntie always say, if you looking for mess, you at the wrong address. And during our prayer time, that is not the time to take a personal attack on someone. So until next time, I am your girl, Miss Leda, and I'm out this thing. Peace.
Man, and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your tired feet.
Come in and let's sip this tea.